What does a man want? What does a man want you to bring to the table? And what does a man want you to provide? Now, I'm not speaking on all men, so I'm going to speak from what I know about my own man. He seeks out in a woman things he cannot provide for himself. Because let's be honest, a man can provide for himself. He can get a job, he can buy his own house, he can wash his own clothes, and he can cook his own food.
I don't know where, some of these bros get the notion that, man, we cannot take care of ourselves. Again, before you came in the picture, love, we was already cooking and cleaning and doing all that. What we're saying is that you're not just going to come in here free-handed and expect me to do everything that you want a man to do, but yet you yourself don't want to do nothing. It ain't going down like that. Your vagina is not all that. You know what I mean? Y'all exaggerating the worth of y'all vagina.
So he would do all that for himself, regardless if he has a woman at his side. But there are things that he cannot provide for himself. Though he may try, it's different when it comes from someone else. So what does a man need a woman to bring to the table and to provide for him? Affection, appreciation, attention, encouragement, support, and validation. See, the thing about a woman is she makes him feel wanted and needed.
I can't disagree with any of that, what she just said. She's absolutely 100% correct on that. And also, too, it gives a man the sense of purpose, because that's what we were put here to do, to build for our family, our wife and children, and so forth, and to build the kingdom. And then after building the kingdom, to protect it, or while you're building it, to also protect it. That's our purpose in life. Thank you for joining my content. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way when I drop a new one, you'll be notified. If it's your first time, thanks for checking my content out. If you're a returning sub, appreciate your support. Let's get back into this content.
She makes him feel relevant. And if at any point in the relationship, she stops providing those things to her man, what ends up happening is he gets cold. He gets distant. He feels disconnected. He feels rejected. And he's no longer being provided for, but he's still providing for the woman all the things that she demanded he be the provider for. He's still there protecting her because that's his role. See, this is what I think is funny about men and women. Men are expected to remain consistent and continue filling in all these little requirements that a woman has. But what happens a lot in marriages is a woman, especially if she has children, what she used to provide for her man diminishes or altogether stops. Sometimes she reprioritizes. The things that she was providing for her husband, she's now only providing for the children. That can create a little bit of animosity, whether conscious or unconscious, between the father and the children. But more so, that creates greater distance between the husband and the wife. Men are simple, and I don't mean that to diminish men. Men are simple, though. They need simple things to make them feel good about what they're doing. So if the affection and the appreciation and the attention and the encouragement and the support and the validation disappear, your connection's gonna disappear, and your husband's gonna wish he could disappear.
Thus, that's how we see when we see a woman with 2, 3, 4, 5 children, and she expect to be able to, be wifed up. Nah, we know that's not going to happen. Her attention is never going to be to that husband. And yet he's the one that's the main breadwinner and doing everything for this dumb broad. But yet he's going to get the short end of the stick. And also, too, that's why some of these women are afraid of the empty nester syndrome. Because now she's going to have to face the music. The man done checked out years ago. As soon as these children are out the house, he's gone with them. And that's a great fear for some of these broads. And they're expected to be rescued by that same man they neglected and or by another man. That's why they end up with cats and dogs, because they got dismissed.
Can anybody tell me the definition of a pick-me girl? I have an idea of what it means in my head, but I'm really genuinely How do people watch my content and conclude that I'm a pick-me girl and my advice is dangerous and horrible and don't take it? One, based off of testimony. I'm just telling you what I've gone through and the wisdom I've gotten from it. Two, I am a pick-me girl because I honor the divine masculine. I'm a pick-me girl because I choose to hold myself accountable for the way my perception of men and relationships was once flawed, and hold myself accountable for the fact that I, as a woman, was not being a high-value woman, thus not receiving a high-value man. And when I learned to be a high-value woman, I then received a high-value man.
Yeah, you said the exact word, accountability. That word is kryptonite to these broads. It's like death for them. And they refuse to be held. They will not apologize neither for anything. They will blame the man regardless whether they know they're at fault or not, because that's a cop-out. They love being the victim.
My deep understanding of this is what makes me a pick-me girl. Trash. Because I bet you that all these women calling me a pick-me girl and just trying to shit on me, I bet you that if I was out here shaking my ass half naked on TikTok and labeling it liberation, they would be like, yes, queen, slay queen, your body queen, all that degenerate bullshit.
Exactly. Because they're hollow inside. They have no form of self-respect, no form of dignity, nothing. They have no merit to their spirit, to their souls. When you do the righteous thing, they hate you. But when you do the wicked thing, they love you.
Ladies, do you know why we have these men asking us questions like what we bring to the table and what makes you a good woman? Why should I propose to you? Or telling us that we're an average 5, maybe a 6 at best. Do you know why? Because when they do ask us what we bring to the table, the majority of women are saying crap like, I am the table. Or I bring myself and that's enough. I bring my vagina. I'm funny. I can cook. Cook? Can you lay it down? Like Granny used to lay it down. I don't think so. Not a lot of you can. And I'm being honest. A good man, I'm not talking about these stupid little boys, a good man working 12-hour days, thinking about the future, trying to build something for his future wife and his children. He doesn't want to hear that crap.
No, we don't. No, we don't. But they love mention. That's the first thing that'll come out of their mouth, though, because that's their only comeback. Because they're shooting blanks. They're empty. They got empty magazine in the gun. They got nothing. And they will never have nothing. That's why they only rely solely on the sexual aspects of the situation. Because when you push it further than that, you'll see that they merit up to nothing. Their value becomes nothing.
A good man wants to hear something like, I'm an accountant. I can do your books for your business. I can build websites. Let me build you a website. I'm a lawyer. Let me read over that contract for you. I've saved £20,000. I'm reflective. I'm patient. I've really worked on my communication so I'm not toxic. That is what a good man wants to hear.
Imagine that. Imagine that women would actually respond in that way. Man, we wouldn't even have half the issues that we have now if that was the case. There is a few women out there that would actually do that and are doing these things, but these women are taken. They're not single. They're not available. They're married up. They're wifed up. And these, leftovers are the parasites, the hyenas, the brute beast, the filths. And the first thing out of their mouth is me, 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 me. That's all they know is me, 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 me. They know nothing else. And that's why they're going to always be by themselves, especially when they hit the wall or, their vagina is dried up, because it will dry up. Knock Louise, y'all. Thanks for checking me out. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought about this video, all right? I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.